everyone. This is your Councilwoman at Large, Dr. Lalisa Mims, always bringing you the hottest topics and the great interviews of individuals that are doing great work, that are looking to continue the work that they're doing, or even to start. It's good for a fresh change, fresh start, fresh perspective. So today, we will interview throughout Passaic County. I have 3 great candidates that are running for election. They are on the ballot. One, we have our mayor candidate for Helden, New Jersey, my good friend and brother, Mike Johnson from Helden, New Jersey. We have an opportunity to reelect Councilwoman Lauren Murphy from Clifton. She's doing amazing work. And you know what I always say? If it's not broke, we don't need to fix it. We need to not only vote for her, but make sure she is the top vote getter. And then we have our council president who has won many elections. He's doing a phenomenal job. He's been the council president, I believe, twice already. So that tells you something right there of his leadership and his ability. You know, on Channel 52, big shout out to Anam and Farah for always bringing forward the greatest shows. And we always have interviewed the winners. So we're already proclaiming it and declaring it in the atmosphere that we are interviewing more winners that are part of Row A on tonight. So we want to get started. We're going to start with our mayoral candidate, Michael Johnson. Then we'll go to our councilwoman, Lauren Murphy of Clifton. Then our council president, Anaz Shah from Prospect Park. And our first question, or our first thing, is to allow them to introduce themselves in that order.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Councilwoman at Large, Lalisa Mims, for inviting me to this show. It speaks volume to her character. And I would like to say hello to Council President Shah, and who I also call my auntie, Councilwoman Laura Murphy. I want to say hello, and I'm amongst all-stars here, so it's an honor and a privilege to be here. I'll start and say the reason why I'm running for mayor is because I want to be a part of the change. You know, we have certain times where we live in, give or take, maybe 5 or 10 years where we see a change. And then for the next generation, let's say 5 or 10 years, we want to see a different change. So that's what I'm all about. I want to give and implement some type of change so we can move held into a more positive direction and make sure that we can do a lot more for our community.
Thank you for that. Councilwoman of Clifton, Lauren Murphy.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for inviting me and including me in this wonderful presentation. My name's Lauren Murphy. I've been on the City Council of Clifton for the past 8 years, and I'm running for my 3rd term. I am involved in many of the things that are happening in Clifton. I have a lot of committees, more than any other council person. And I'm also known as the bleeding heart of Clifton because I deal a lot with the homeless people and the homeless situation, which is still at a minimum in Clifton. We only have 17 that we're aware of, but it's still there are still human beings, and we still have to try to get them help. That's about it for me.
Thank you. That sounds like a great deal of work. That's why we love you, Councilwoman Murphy. Council President Shah from Prospect Park, tell the people who you are.
Sure. Thank you, Honorable Councilwoman Mims. First and foremost, greetings to each and every one of you, to my colleagues, everyone that's tuned in on Channel 52. A big special shout out, obviously, to Channel 52 for taking their busy time out of their schedule for hosting us as well. And our special host, our honorable Councilwoman, Dr. Lisa Mims. Thank you. I know you work in a very busy city, the 3rd largest city in the state of New Jersey, for you taking your time out of your schedule to being with us. It means a lot to each and every one of us. Mayoral candidate Mike Johnson, looking forward to working with you, which we share the same zip code. We share the same streets together. In Prospect Park, we have Helden Avenue that we share borders together. We work together. Looking forward to working with you and your team as well. And our honorable Councilwoman Murphy, it's an honor and privilege because my grassroots are from Clifton, as you may know. My father's CPA last 30 years. I actually went to elementary, middle school, and graduated from Clifton High School. And we still have a house in Clifton in the year 2000. So our grassroots are still from Clifton as well. But just a little quick background about myself. I ran for council in 2016. I did have a primary as well. We got the vote out, obviously, and then since then it's been sky's the limit. It's going to be my third term, God willing, on Tuesday, November 8th, if we get back in office, obviously. I'm also the finance chairman for the entire borough of Prospect Park, which means that I run the budget. I look at the budget daily or weekly. I work with my CFO, the finance team, to make sure what we could do, making sure our budget is good, making sure watching our tax money, the taxpayers, basically. And I'm also on the zoning and land use board on the planning board of the borough of Prospect Park. And everyone that has tuned in as well, since 2016, and I got sworn in 2017, I have not missed one council meeting or special meeting or even a workshop meeting or even a land use board meeting. So for the last 6 years to present, I received a letter, obviously, from my administrator's office, from my clerk's office, and my Madam Secretary from the Zoning Land Use Board, stating that I have been present to today. So it means a lot to me. Prospect Park means the world to me. And obviously, my son started pre-K 3 in Prospect Park, and now he's in 9th grade in PCTI. So that's where we are today. So thank you, Honorable Councilwoman Mims.
I absolutely love it. I mean, we have Heldon, Clifton, Prospect Park, and Patterson all on the same page in the same wavelength. That's alignment. That's what you call synergy. And that's why we're making it happen in Passaic County. So I have another question for you, great candidates. Why is voting so important? We know that we are just a few days away from election, and sometimes people take voting for granted or they feel their vote doesn't matter. So I want to hear it from you great candidates, starting with Mayor candidate Mike Johnson from Heldon, then Councilwoman Murphy from Clifton, and then Council President from Shaw. Why do you think voting is so important?
Voting is very important. It's extremely important. We all know that your voice is your vote, and we know that we are in this election to get the entire row A elected. But more importantly, if you want change to happen, it starts with you. It starts by you going to that ballot and you going head on and select the person who you feel is going to be the best candidate. There's a reason and a purpose why Councilwoman Murphy, Council President Nan Shah has been reelected. It's because they've been doing the work, as yourself included, Honorable Councilwoman Mims. You know, you don't get up there and get elected and do nothing. The work starts before you get elected, during your election, and if you want to stay in the game, you stay involved and continue to make that impact. Voting is important for everyone. Everyone has to go out there and voice their vote. If you don't voice your vote, then you can't do anything. You can't complain. You might as well just go ahead on and put the mute box right over your mouth, because there's no reason why you should be saying anything if you don't vote. And your vote is important. That's how you express how you feel, how you impact change. And pretty much it's that simple. You go out there and you vote. And I encourage each and every one of you to go out there and vote row A. It's very important to keep our congressmen in office, our county commissioners in office, as well as our local elected officials across many of row A, you know, Congresswoman Mikey Sharrow, everybody who's on row A in whatever district you live in. It's important to keep each and every one of them in their offices respectively, because they've been doing the work. So I support them, and I encourage Heldon to get out there. Early voting, as you know, started a few days ago. It'll be ending on Sunday, on this Sunday, November the 6th, if I do believe, at 6 p.m. So I encourage everybody to go out there and vote early if you can. If you're not off on this Tuesday coming election day, go out there, use your vote. Your vote is your vote. Your vote is your voice. And I expect to see you out there, because I'm going to be out there all day as well. Good luck to each and every one of you.
Councilwoman Murphy?
Can I say ditto? I think he covered everything, but one thing I have to say is, long ago, many of our relatives fought very hard for us to be able to vote. Women weren't allowed to vote, and we finally got to vote. And one of the things that upsets me when I hear people complain and I say, did you vote for it? And they'll say, no, I didn't vote this year. You have to vote every year. You have to vote you have to vote for the Board of Education, the council, all the way up to the president. Your vote counts. And if everybody said, oh, I'm only one vote, then we would have, you know, a problem like we had in the last presidential election. So please, we give you so many opportunities. You can vote early, you can vote by mail, or you can go in person. And a lot of people in Clifton still feel that, you know, voting in person is really the way to vote. So, our track record is pretty good as far as getting out our constituents to the polls every year. And I hope that this year doesn't change those things. We need every single person to have their privilege, use their privilege that we fought for so dearly. So please get to the polls and make your vote count.
I totally agree. Council President Shaw?
Sure, thank you. And I think everyone has said it, why voting is very important. And first and foremost, I want to thank all the voters that have done, like Mayor Mike Johnson said, the early voting in Hilden, because we share the same polling site there, I believe on Rose Street, if I'm not mistaken, 83 Row on Hilden. So thank you for everyone that has already gone out for the early voting. But please encourage your friends, your families, your neighbors, the youngsters that are registered to vote. Why it's so important to make sure we're in the midterms of election. Let your voice be your vote. Obviously, we want to make sure each and every one of you are heard. It's very, very important, obviously. And like Councilwoman Murphy just said a minute ago, you have so many different options. You don't even have to wait till Tuesday, November 8th. We have the early voting already open. You got the vote by mail. You have the county building that's open if you want to go down there. There's always rides available. Transportation is also available. The polls are open on Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So all we ask for 5 minutes of your busy schedule of your time to exercise your right to vote and do your civic duty, so we could continue the blessings that each and every one of you have put us in office, and we could remain in office and be your advocate on a day in and day out basis.
Absolutely. And guess what? We learned it in school. The best grade was it was an A. So we are not going below an A. We are not going below the bar. We're going to stay at the letter A, and we're going to vote row A all the way, all the way. That's the way. There's no other way. We know we got our congressman, Bill Pasquale, our sheriff, Richard Burtnick. We got Mikey Sherrill on the ballot. We have Councilwoman Lauren Murphy on the ballot. I'm declaring top vote getter. Mayor Michael Johnson and Hilden on the ballot. Council President Shaw and so many others, but they're all rocking the vote on row A. They have done so much for our great county of Passaic. In the county of Passaic, there's over 500,000 people in the county itself, and there are 16 municipalities. And that's why it's so important to bring forth other candidates that are running so you can get familiar. If you live in Clifton, Hilden, Prospect Park, and we did Patterson last week, make sure you vote for those candidates on row A that have been fighting and advocating on behalf of you and your family for years. And then last but certainly not least, I want to hear from our candidates some closing remarks. You have a few days left until the election is over, 6 days. I'm not counting the days, but I'm making the days count. But we're getting close to the finale. What would be your last remarks to the voters? You're up close to your voters, those that are, their ballots are still on the shelf, those people that are saying they're not sure if they should vote. Give some last remarks, give a last plea to those voters and all those that have not voted yet to ensure that they rock the vote. Starting in the same order, Mayor candidate Michael Johnson, Councilwoman Murphy, and then our Council President Shaw.
Thank you. Well, you know what? It's truly an honor to be on the ballot in this fashion because, it's about leadership and work, and being a veteran in the game gets to get things done. And, we aren't doing this for the pay. We're not doing this for the accolades. We're doing this because we want to do the work. And it's most important that, you don't get people who just want to be on the ballot just for show. No, you want people who are going to be on the ballot and stay on the ballot because of the work they've done and what they'll continue to do. I will be that leader. I will bring the people together. We'll do more for our community. We'll do more for our children. So I'm not wasting nobody's time or wasting their vote by getting up here and being on the ballot just to do nothing. I will be out there. I will continuously be out there. Should you elect me to be your mayor, and I'm going to be there every step of the way. Whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you call me, I will be there to do whatever it is or whatever problem we may have. We'll find solutions, okay? So your voice, your vote, get out there and vote. Vote Mike Johnson, vote for Councilwoman Lauren Murphy, Council President Anand Shaw, because these are the rock stars, these are the veterans, these are the people who have been there and they will continuously go ahead on and get it done. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Vote row A.
Thank you. I agree. Councilwoman Murphy?
Well, I would say to everyone that's voting in Clifton to please think about the people that are the incumbents that have been there for you for 4 or 8 years. They're like Michael Johnson just said, you have to be there all the time, not just when it's convenient, not just at the last 2 months when you want to run out and be involved with everything and tell everybody how great you are. I don't tell everybody how great I am. I say, I'm not a talker, I'm a doer, and I am a doer. And when people need me, I'm there. I don't have a big head. I'm just happy to be serving the citizens of Clifton. And in a city of 91,000, I think we're still in pretty good shape. And my dream is to keep it that way and make it even better. So please get out, do your duty, do your civic duty, get out and vote, get those vote by mail ballots off your dining room or your kitchen table and get them in the drop boxes. They're safe, they're secure. The sheriff's officers pick them up every night and bring them to the Board of Elections, and they don't, they're not sitting around and, can get stolen or anything happen to them. So please make it your duty and your most important thing in the next 5 days to get out your vote. Thank you so much, Councilwoman Mims. This was a great honor, and I appreciate you helping me with this. And I hope I make you proud by winning.
And not only are you going to win, you're going to be the top vote getter. If you're in Helden, I'm asking everyone in Helden, friends, family, foes, it doesn't matter. Get your birds out, your cats out, everybody to vote in Helden for Mayor Mike Johnson. He has a ticket that's running. Mayor Mike Johnson is on the top of the ticket to be the mayor of the town. This will be his first time, not his last, and we're rocking with Michael Johnson. Councilwoman Murphy has been in that seat doing a great job. I need you to go down that line and look for number 14. Vote for her first and pick the other two next. Vote for her first, number 14, and then go down the line and pick the rest. That's what you got to do. Pick the one that has done the work, pick two more, and then you can move on. But if you don't pick her first, I'm telling you, Clifton is going to lose. I'm telling you, you got to win, and you got a winner in the seat. Lauren Murphy and Clifton, all of my friends and family that are watching, I'm going to be texting, vote for her first and then pick the other two. You heard it from me. All of my picks always win. Here it comes to give us the closing remark, none other than the re-election of my dear friend and my brother, Council President Anand Shah from Prospect Park.
Thank you, Honorable Councilwoman Mims, and obviously my candidates are on the screen with us as well with this interview. It's been an honor and privilege. But before I give my closing remarks, just a real quick, I want to remind all Prospect Park residents, just a quick, ever since I've been on the council with the mayor, with our rest of our team as well, my council colleagues, we have made a lot of progress in Prospect Park. And some of the progress that I'll just mention real quickly is we have about 100 acres of land that we're working with the developer, which is called the Quarry, that we're trying to get done. Basically, we're working with the developer. That's why I'm asking for seeking the election, is because we have unfinished business that has not been finished yet. So we need the right people and the right voices on there to make sure this project gets done. This project is estimated at $1 billion, which we already approved 1,200 units coming into Prospect Park, 150,000 square feet of downtown retail center, Walgreens, Walmart, a new municipal building, police department, library. There's so much stuff that we could do, but we need the right leadership in there to make sure that we could continue that progress. And that will bring in approximately another 7,000 residents. Also, we have a brand new soccer field that just came in Hofstra Park. We have a brand new pavilion. We have a brand new concession stand. So we're doing infrastructure. We're building the parks for our youth. We're doing everything we can. But little by little, we are getting there. Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight in politics, but it does take time. And trust me when I tell you, like my colleagues have said, we listen to you. We advocate for you. We're on that dais advocating day in and day out. Obviously, we're here understanding what what your concerns are. And basically, your youth, they're our next generation, the kids. We want to make sure we leave them with a good future as well, right? I mean, with the right leadership. So that means a lot to me, obviously. What we're also doing in Passaic Park is now any investors that want to come in, any realtors that want to come in. Now we just did what like Haledon did, like Mayor Johnson said. Now we're going, instead of only up to 2 floors, you could go up to 3 floors to build whatever you like. Obviously, you got to pull your permits. And now even some parts of the town, like Haledon has done, now you could go up to 5 stories. So we're bringing in the investors, the realtors, and the reason why is not only to build, to bring in new revenue, new tax ratables that our community needs, like Haledon, like Passaic Park, everything helps. So obviously, I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you. And again, it's not about me. It's not about me being on the ballot. It's not about me holding the power at all. It's all about each and every one of you to make sure that you're happy and you have the right leadership. We're not doing this for a political position. I don't have no paid political position job. I don't have anything at all. This is just to make sure that our kids, our future, are in the right leadership and making sure that we're around the clock, like Mayor Johnson said, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. If there's a fire going on, a broken pipe, Passaic Valley needs to be called. Electricity is out. Make sure our city hall is open to make sure that you have a heat or AC on. That's what we're here for, basically, to give good service. And I hope that you could continue to count on us. I'm encouraging each and every one of you, please, all my supporters, all my followers, not only for myself, the entire roadway throughout Passaic Park, throughout Haledon, throughout Clifton, throughout the entire county. Listen, we've seen what happened in the past. Please, we cannot take this lightly. We need each and every one of you. We need to show Passaic County and the state of New Jersey that Passaic County exists. Passaic County exists, but the way we do that, we work as a team and come out and rock the vote. We need to rock the vote. And again, we're not only here on election time, like Councilwoman Mim said, Mayor Mike Johnson said, we're here 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to make sure that we are here to advocate for each and every one of you, because I understand life is short, life is fragile. I got a call a couple of days ago from one of my residents, one of my neighbors. She lost her 21-year-old son. There's no reason why we should be losing young lives at this age, because there's a whole future ahead of them. There's a whole future of them. Life is fragile. Life is short. So please, Tuesday, November 8th, polls are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. I know we can count on each and every one of you, but please remind your neighbors, remind your friends and family, not only in Passaic Park, throughout the entire county. Come out and vote to your polling site. And if there's any way we can help and assist, please shoot us a text. As you know, we always give out our cell phone numbers, not even our office numbers. On our business cards, our cell phone numbers are there. Our personal emails, our work emails are there. So we're very accessible. If we don't answer, we will get back to you as soon as possible. But thank you. I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I'm hoping that you keep us back in office. I'm praying, and I hope that you believe in us. And may God bless each and every one of you. May God bless Passaic Park. May God bless the Passaic County. May God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you. And you've heard it from the candidates themselves. We have interviewed the winners. I know it's 6 days away, but I'm already declaring victory for Mayor Michael Johnson of Haledon, New Jersey. I'm declaring victory. And the top vote getter for Lauren Murphy, Councilwoman of Clifton, New Jersey. I'm declaring the winner, Council President of Prospect Park, Anand Shah. And I'm declaring victory for Row A all the way. People have asked me, why do you support Row A? There's no other way than Row A all the way. I am a Democrat. I'm proud to say it. I pray that we stay blue and there's never any options or any other thoughts that we should go any other way. We have advocated. We have fought. We are always there, always present. There is no other way than Row A all the way. Don't forget, let's rock this vote. We've talked the left. Now it's time to put action behind our words. Let's get out there and show them how we rock the vote. Row A, everybody on board. Let's get on board. Let's rock this vote. November 8th, we shall declare victory. Thank you so much, Channel 52, Anand and Farah, for this great opportunity. We have winners on tonight. Congratulations, Mayor Johnson. Congratulations, top vote getter, Councilwoman Murphy. Congratulations, Council President Shah. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.